Girl, what's up? And welcome to our Sisters Keeper podcast. I am your host, Keela. And listen, I created this podcast because there are so many women who are hurting, so many women who are broken, and so many women who need to be empowered. And a lot of the times, people can be broken and don't know. Sorry, y'all, the wind is blowing. It's blowing into the side. A lot of times, people can be broken and don't know it. Can need help and don't know they need help. So this is just me sharing experiences, empowering women, helping them to come out of hiding, to confront the pain of their past and walk empowered into their future. I want to talk about vulnerability. I was talking to one of my OGs earlier. That's what I call all the older people around me, all the more mature people around me, should I say. And we were talking about vulnerability. And I was just explaining to her that a lot of the times we taught to be tough because we don't want nobody to see our weaknesses. But vulnerability it's not a weakness. It's a strength. When you can be vulnerable, when you can allow yourself to be vulnerable, that is you being strong. It's not being weak. Okay? Learning to be vulnerable can be challenging because you have to open your heart to allow things in, and you got to open your heart for things to come out. And to have your heart open is a vulnerable place. For me, myself, I'm learning how to be vulnerable. I'm learning that I don't have to be tough all the time. I'm learning that sometimes, in certain environments, it's okay to be vulnerable. Should you be vulnerable in every environment? No, because you have to know who you can. Let me see how I'm trying to put this. How can I say this? You have to know who to reveal your deepest feelings and emotions to and who not to. And your deepest secrets. Because sometimes people can make you feel worse for sharing a thing than you felt keeping it to yourself. So you got to have that certain group of people or a person that you can share certain things with, that you can be vulnerable with. There are certain environments that allow you to be vulnerable. Is it every environment? I don't think so. But know your people, know your places, discern who you share stuff with, because you can't share stuff with everybody. Everybody don't need to know every little aspect of your life. Talk to the people who are going to pray with you. Talk to the people who are going to give you godly wisdom. Talk to the people who will hold your deepest, darkest secrets. Okay? Don't be running around here just letting words fall out of your mouth telling everybody your business. You can't share everything with everybody. Especially when you have good news, or you may have got a word from the Lord and you want to share it with other people. Everything ain't meant to be shared with everybody. And you'll pretty much know if you're supposed to say certain things to certain people. I know for me, the Holy Spirit, that He'll zip my lips real quick. He'll zip them real quick. But discern who you tell stuff to. Use wisdom when you sharing your story. Know that it's okay to be vulnerable. Know that you being vulnerable is not you being weak. It's a strength. When you can allow yourself to feel what you're feeling without judgment, because a lot of the times that's why we don't want to be vulnerable either, because instead of allowing ourselves to just feel what we need to feel, we judging what we feeling. And then we have a fear that other people are judging what we're expressing, how we feel. Just kind of practice allowing yourself to feel what you feel without judging yourself. One of the ways I learned how to do that was by journaling. Because I used to journal and I would write stuff and judge what I write, which made me become self-aware that I was super judgmental of myself. It was more than self-awareness, it was judgment. So I learned to write in my journal without judging what I was writing, because what I was writing was what I was feeling. When I journal, it's me emptying my thoughts from my head to paper. So I write without judgment now. I used to write with judgment, and then I still felt like when you do that, it's like you kind of holding yourself back. Write it out. Write what you feeling. Write without judging yourself. Write so that you can get it out of your head and onto paper. And keep your journal in a safe space, because everything you write on those pages is not for everybody. It is for you, the pages of your journal, and for God, not for everybody. Now, if there are certain things that you want to share with people, um, that you feel comfortable with and that you know that you can be vulnerable with, that's okay. But use discernment. Use discernment with who you talk to. Because if it's something that you don't want to get around to everybody, make sure you know who you're talking to. Even Jesus put his friends in, he had his disciples. It was certain disciples that he told stuff to and certain ones he didn't, because he knew who could handle what. He knew the capacity they had for what he was telling them. So he didn't tell all of them everything. And you don't have to tell everybody everything. Know where to place your friends in friendships, because you have associates, you have friends, you have close friends. Associates, those are people you just, hey, hi and bye. Then you have your friends, you see them every once in a while. Then you have your close friends who you talk to often. Y'all may hang out often or whatever, but know where to place people in your life. Boundaries are necessary for every relationship, friendships, business, romantic relationships, even in ministry. Okay? Know where to draw your boundaries, know where to place people, know where you can and can't be vulnerable at, know who you can and cannot be vulnerable with. Everybody is not supposed to be near and dear to your heart. Everybody can't hold that space. That's one thing I learned. Because when you hold everybody near and dear to your heart that's not supposed to have that place, your heart get broken a lot more, because you're not placing people where they belong in your life. And if people are in the right place, then you know who you can and cannot be vulnerable with. Well, girl, that's it for now. Until next time, I am my sister's keeper. Have a good day.